It seems like every 3 to 4 years, roughly, this is dying. And I want to take it apart, and I just want to show you what I think. Let me open this up. Okay, so you can see that pops open. One more thing you need to know. You might see these online. You got to be careful because hey guys, welcome back to another episode of your review channel, and today I'm looking at an InSinkErator Instant Hot. Now, if you've seen my videos, you know I replaced the tanks a few times. I just did one recently again, and it seems like every 3 to 4 years, roughly, this is dying. And I want to take it apart, and I just want to show you what I think it might be. I think I'd be a suspect to what's going on here. I believe it's designed to fail. They give you a 3-year warranty, and it seems to die out around 4 or 5 years, and that's very suspicious to me. So I'm going to show you how to take this apart. You're not supposed to take these apart, just to let you know, but you can if you're mechanically inclined. If you just tinker, it's not a big deal, just to see what's going on here. I don't think you can get the part. I'm not sure what's going on. I doubt it, but this is what it is. So it's simple enough. This is the basic InSinkErator Instant Hot Water, and I replaced like probably like 3 or 4 of these over the last maybe 10 using these for about 20 years off and on, and every time I move I put a new one in, and every 4 or 5 years they die out. It's weird. So let's take this apart and see what I think it might be. If you enjoy this type of content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I really do appreciate that. So go ahead and follow the channel for more. And I do all kinds of videos like this here to help educate you, motivate you, and inspire you, even just to learn. Even if it's just to learn, okay, this is what's going on. This is what it is, and that's it. So whatever. So let's just take this apart real quick. So simple. It's a really 1-screw removal here. This opens up the case. It's a Phillips screw. Just open that. Just take that Phillips screw out, which is super simple, right? I mean, there's not a lot of tamper resistant to open up the box, honestly. It's almost like they want you to open it up. They don't really, it's really simple. All you do is need a little spudger, go around the sides here and pop it open. If you have something like that, or I use a little screwdriver and just to get it all open. Nothing crazy. That's pretty easy. Once you break the seal, it just pops right open. Just go around. See what I'm saying? Just kind of opened right up. Right there. So that's simple enough, right? All you really need is a T10 Torx screw, a Torx little Torx, I guess a socket, ratchet, whatever they call these little things, little T10 Torx, which is a safety torque thing, that's what they use, and I use it on a little drill. That's easy enough to do. And this just pops right open, this case, and you can just see. Let me open this up. Okay, so you can see that pops open. It's like just like a clamshell. That's what this is. Really easy to do. So that's really not a lot. There's not a lot of safety clips in here. It basically just snaps on and snaps off. Pretty easy to do. So that comes right off. And here is the back side. So let's just take the back side. This is all encased in styrofoam. You can see it's all encased in styrofoam. Here is the temperature gauge where the thermostat is. Let's just take this apart. Okay, so let's just pull this case off. Okay. So here's the case. So the case is off. We'll take that to the side. And this is what it is. So this is encapsulated with styrofoam for insulation. That's how it's designed. Here is the actual knob that just came off the thermostat. Let me show you the front here. So these just come right off. So if you're taking this apart and you want to use this video to see how to put it back, this goes on top. Okay. Take that off to the side. We'll save that. Make sure we have our little screw, because I always lose things. Let me put that away. I don't want to lose a screw. It's right here. I'll put this in the little case. We know where it is. So here is the styrofoam case. So how do you take this off? You can break it off, but you can do it easier than that. Just follow the pattern. You just want to pull it down towards you this way here. This is where the power cord is. And you just want to slide this off. Okay. And this video is just for educational purposes only. Okay. I'm not an electrician, so if you are afraid to do it, don't do it. I just really want to educate you and just show you what I think might be the suspect problem is. And I like doing these types of videos to help educate you. So this slides off. Take this off. Right out. There's styrofoam, and I would save that like that. And here is the top part here. This also comes off here. This is also styrofoam. Okay. And we'll pull that out. And here is a release valve. Right in here. Now this valve here is where the water. This is so the water goes in here. The water comes out here. This is not a pressurized tank, just to let you know. It's not pressurized. That's not how this works. And when you're done filling your Instant Hot, the water goes back into the reservoir here, which gets sucked back into the tank. It's almost like a release valve or a vacuum release valve. That's what kind of, there's a check valve right here. Get a little pair of pliers. They got a little spring-loaded thing here. Just take that off and you just pull it down and just move this out of the way. So let's just pivots up. Okay, you can see there's not even a spring holds in this one here, nothing. And this just slides off. Just slide this off. Okay, take this off. This is made out of plastic. Okay, here is the check valve. Check valve is fine. So the problem was it wasn't working any longer. That's what was wrong with this system, okay? It just wasn't heating up the water. And now this slides right off, so this way you don't damage anything. This comes right off. And here is the top part. So you get the top, the bottom, and then you have the top reservoir. So that's simple enough, right? So here we have the actual stainless steel tank right here. Okay, I want you to see that. Now you lift this up here. This is the thermostat. This controls the heat. And this is where the heating element is inside the tank. This is where all this goes. Now you can check the ohms. You can do some resistance testing. It doesn't work, so I don't have to test anything because it's dead. I mean, you can test it, but there's only two things that can work. It's either the thermostat or the heating element. There's really nothing else here. The cord is fine. Everything is good. They got the grounds. Everything looks good. So let's just open up the tank. And all you have to do to open the tank is get the T10 Torx and just unscrew all these screws. And then we're going to open up the tank, and I want to show you what it looks like inside the tank if you've never taken one of these apart. So go ahead, take your time. And these are all little tiny screws with little they're little tiny screws right here. I think these are like washers that don't loosen up, so they don't loosen up. That's really nice. So that helps. So once you put these down into the tank, they're not going to get loose. That's what they're designed for. So you can see there's a little ridge around here. So I'm going to go ahead and zip these off and put them in a little area, and I'll get right back to you and we'll continue the video. Most of them off, and they're called lock washers. I just thought of it. The little lock washers on here, which is little spikes in here that actually hit into the metal, so they won't loosen up. So those are little lock washers. Now I took them all off except for the last one. The last one also was bolted to the tank, and that holds a thermostat in with a little bracket. So take a look at that. So remember how to put that back. I want you to see that. That's super easy. So let's take that, and the last screw will unbolt the bracket, which will loosen up the thermostat. And usually it's never the thermostat with these things. It's always the heating element. I don't know why. I think so anyway. Let's take that off. All right, take out the screw like that. A little bracket. So this comes right off. This is a little bracket with a safety, electrical safety thing here. I'm not sure. A little plastic. Let's put that to the side. Don't lose that. So here is a thermostat. Oh, it opens right up. So you can see here, it opens right up. So usually they're tightly sealed. Let's pry it with a little screwdriver if you have to. Depends. So this has been sitting around for a while, so it just probably hasn't just cooled off. Little screwdriver right in the side, and just don't push it all the way in because there's a gasket in here, and just pry it open, and it just opens up just like you see, and there's a little gasket right here. So let's just take a look at the thermostat first. Okay, let me just take this off actually. So here is the actual top of it. Okay, again, this is a simple. Now you would think something stainless steel would last forever. Not these. Here's a little gasket. Let's take this out. It's this little stuck in a little bit, so you just pull it out easy. Take it out. You might be able to reuse it. Here's the gasket, and I don't think you can even order this, but this gasket looks in really good shape. Again, this was only 4 years old, this tank. Barely 4 years. Just out of warranty. Just made it out of warranty, and it crapped out. So here is the inside of the tank. So if you can see what's inside here. Well, let me just show you. So here's the thermostat, and I think the thermostat is fine. Honestly, I don't think it's that at all. Here is the element here. Like the inside is the element. So the element's right inside here. Now you can see, let me get the light in here. See some crud in there, some dirt, basic like that. And this is, let me just zoom in here a little bit. So there's the element inside. So I think it's the element. Actually, I know it's the element because I can see the rust on the bottom here. And this is what happens with these. These are designed to fail. I'm going to take this out and show you. So 1 second, stick with me. So there's a little rust in here, and it's welded to the bottom of this base. Now they do that to stabilize the element, but I think they do that so it fails. Because as soon as you start tack welding these down, you're creating an issue. You're creating, you're putting metal, you're creating heat. These things heat and expand all the time with the cycles, and they move. And just enough to just move it, just enough to cause an issue. So let's take that out. And how do you do that? So let me just take these little connections off here. Again, this is all like a lot of basic electrical stuff here. So this comes off. Here's the thermostat, which is, I know it's fine because I've tested a few of these and I know that's definitely fine. And here is the element, this base. So there's 3 screws here you have to take off. There's also a thermal switch in here that controls if it fails, it shuts off the power. The thermal switch as well. Same T10 torque. Let's get a little close up so you can see a little better, hopefully. Let's take that out. 1. Oh. Come on, get on there. 2. 3, and that come off. So let's just put this all to the side. Hey guys, I just want to stop the video right there and say thank you so much for watching this content. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate you watching this video. Also consider that super thanks. Everything I do raise to the channel helps support me and my channel and helps me do more videos just like this. So I hope you're learning something. I hope you're being educated, motivated, and inspired to maybe do something like this on your own. I hope I brought you some value. I really do. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's continue. And just on a quick cutaway, I do have an InSinkErator filter designed for the Instant Hot. As you can see here, I buy these expensive water filters and we do not have hot water. So yes, hot water would cause that issue, but we don't have hot water. And we have a filter system here to help with sediment and some of the filtration system as well. And the tank was actually very, very clean inside when I took it apart. So we do have a filter system. So don't say, a lot of people will comment, well, hot water can cause that. It can, but we don't have hot water and we do have a filtration system in our InSinkErator, which I did buy. And every time I buy a filter, it's $60 on top of it all. So there's a new system I put in and there's the filter. I installed it. I've had this for years and unbelievable. That's the update with that. Here's the actual thermal switch itself. There's a thermal switch right here. This goes in and out, and I'll show you the element in a second. So here's that. This just fell out. There is a gasket. A lot of times these gaskets will just come right out, and you can just pop these right back in. These are easy. You just see how they just pop out like that. Okay, they have a little ridge on them. You can just pop those right back in. I think this is always. These are pretty good quality gaskets here, so these shouldn't be an issue. You can just see how it just popped right back in, and that just sits inside and it presses against the back of this plate. Now the plate inside looks really good. There's a thermal switch here. This will actually pop out and cut the switch off if this overheats, and that's basically what was going on with this here. And here is the actual element itself. Now if you look here very closely, there's a lot of rust. All right, and here's the back side. Right inside there, you can see it's cracked. Okay, so that tack welding they do there to supposedly add support causes a defect. So these are blowing out, burning out every 4 years, right after the warranty. Suspiciously, very interesting, they burn out. Now, can you get replacements of these? No. I call the factory, call the manufacturer. No, you have to order a new system for $400 or $300 for a new tank. That's not cool. I can't keep buying new tanks every 4 years for $400 because you have a defect in your part right here. That's not good, guys. And you can't get these, or can you? Well, I've been doing some research, and you can't get them on Amazon. You can't get them on Temu. You can't get them pretty much anywhere. AliExpress, no, no, no. Very, very difficult to find. They have part numbers, name on here. And this is definitely the issue because I checked this before, and this is the issue. And it's common. You can just see it right there. I mean, look at that. Look at that break right there. So it'll heat up, boom, it'll hit the thermal switch, shut down. And that's what's going on. And that's the cycle, because that burnt out. The water gets in there, shortens it out. It has a short, and that's the end of the story. So this is dead. So we need a new one. So I'm doing some research. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm going to make another video if I can find a replacement. I'm not sure if I can. I think not AliExpress, but Alibaba, I believe you can get these from China directly. If you buy one, they're $10. If you buy a lot, obviously they're down to about $1. So probably InSinkErator is probably paying 50 cents for this because they probably buy 1 million because they don't want you to have this part. But this is a $5 or $10 part. Even retail, I'd even pay $20 for this part, even $50 for this part because it's $300 for a new stupid tank. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. This is a big problem in InSinkErator. This is not fair that you're doing this. And you know, when you tack that down, there's no need to do that. You can see that's pushed down and tack welded right there to cause a failure rate, because or maybe there's no reason. There's just absolutely no reason to do that. So that is the issue. So I'm looking online. I think I might have found the part. If I do, I'm going to make another video. So stay tuned, watch the channel, like, subscribe, and share. This is the problem here. 99.9%. It's never the thermostat. It's always this here, because you can. It's clear. It's clear as day. This is dead. And I already tested this system before. I just wanted to make the video and just show you how to take it apart, what it looks like in my discovery. And I wanted to show you that. So that's what I have, guys. So this is the issue. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'm going to do some more research. If I can find the part, I'll let you know, and I'll leave a link for that. And hopefully we can all fix these together ourselves. It's pretty easy. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. I mean, if you can put a light switch in your home, you can do this. That's pretty much how easy this is, okay? It's just, that's why I made this video, so you can go back and watch how to disassemble and assemble it. Again, I'm not an electrician. If you're not sure how to do this, please hire a professional, but no one's going to fix this for you. They're going to say, just buy a new tank. But you can do it yourself if I can get the part. So far, no luck, but if I figure it out, I'm trying to talk to someone right now in China. Not easy. It's like, I get the measurements, the dimensions. Oh, and one more thing you need to know. You might see these online. You got to be careful, because there's 220 volts and 110. This is a 110 volt system, not 220. So if you get a 220, it won't work. There's not enough amperage to push it to make it hot. So you have to make sure you get the 110 volt model. And there are only a few, not too many. And basically they're calling this a coffee maker heating element. That's what they're calling this online. So if you search for this coffee maker element, again, and this is considered a marine. So anything submerged in water is considered a marine part. So that's kind of the technical language behind these types of things. But we'll do more research. Don't forget to follow, like, share, and share. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I really appreciate you following me, like, and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate that. I hope I educated you, motivated you, inspired you to learn something about this. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you at the next video.